Hey everyone, welcome to Robb's Car World. I changed the channel's name today to Robb's Car World. It was called Robb's Daily Classics, but we have closed down our Daily Classics Facebook page. We're going to keep it up, post new links to our YouTube channel, but I'm not posting on Facebook anymore, and transferred all my efforts here on YouTube. The name of the page has changed to Robb's Car World because I have 35 plus years, maybe more, experience in the car industry. And I wanted to add a format where I can talk about the news, I can talk about products, opinions. There's a lot going on in the car industry every day, and I get calls on finding new cars that I like to discuss, as well as EV or not to be EV over the next 4 years with Elon Musk having a front row in the new administration. It's going to be fun to see and a lot of conversation to have about where the car industry points its compass over the next 4 years. If we go away from EVs and such, so we're going to be front row seat occupants here and talk about the car industry as well. And then because I'm a car hobbyist, as you are, I love to shop and buy mild collector cars, nothing very expensive, but and if I find nice cars in the morning when I look at the internet and shop around, I'm going to post those to this channel as well. So it's car news, it's products, opinions, and car finds. And welcome to this channel, and we'll have some fun here. So, in continuing on with car finds, I did find an interesting car this morning. I'll share it with you. It is a 1995 Corvette C4. That was the C4 was the fourth generation of the Corvette, as we all know, and it's a pace car. The seller is looking for this to get $17,000 for this car. It was posted 19 hours ago. The 1995 Chevy Corvette pace car was kind of like not really a prominent model because it wasn't a performance car. It was more or less a kind of show and label car, and they only built about 527 of these cars, and he puts that in his listing as well, and it is true. So it is a very collectible car in that regard. It has a very wild paint job to it, and decals to it, and it's convertible, which is pretty cool if you like convertibles as I do. This car is based in Pennsylvania as well. So the seller goes out of its way to give a nice illustration here. He says he's one of the founding members of the Corvette Club in the Northeast Pennsylvania area. He's been the president of the club in the 1970s. So it sounds like this seller is an enthusiast. The car's got 27,000 original miles, 27.9. It's an automatic. I don't probably think they didn't make anything but an automatic because of the low production on this car. But it is an interesting car. It is a unique piece for people that like something different. He says here in his ad, the 1995 Corvette convertible is one of just 527 Indianapolis 500 pace car packages, and that's what it was. It was like a package, decal package back then for the dealers. But it is a very beautiful, rare, and collectible car. It stayed in one family ownership since 1997. It has 28,000 miles. The car is powered by the 5.7 liter LT1. The LT4 was available that year, of course, we know, and it was a more performance driven type of drivetrain. So this is a regular everyday Corvette drivetrain, 300 horsepower at the time, 4-speed automatic transmission, which to me is cool. I mean, you get on the highway 70, 80 miles an hour. I mean, you're not shifting anyway by that time. The car had some equipment. I'm not sure if it's standard equipment, but the equipment is limited slip differential. The white top probably was standard. The Bose Delco radio was standard, probably. Automatic climate control. So I'm thinking that this was a package deal. I'm not sure if there was a lot of options when this car was built because they only made 527. But a nice car. Looks like a very honest seller. He gives some very nice photos of the car as well. I can't fault any of the photos on the car. I think it's a good looking car. The colors and the decal isn't probably for everybody, but I like it because it's different. It's a very prominent front end. I love the C4, folks. I say that all the time on Daily Classics, and I just love that the bonnet could open up and you got this full access to the car. It's a very highly engineered car for its time, and I think for the bang for the bucks, for the C4s right now, you can buy one for $5,000-$6,000, no problem. And we'll get into the pricing on this one in a little while, but everything looks original as it should. A little checking on the seats. Sometimes they dry out over time, but nothing severe. The leather was kind of thin back then. Automatic transmission. Hopefully, the steering column doesn't shake, because a lot of people hold on to the steering column when they get in the car to get their feet in there, because it isn't the easiest car to enter and exit from. Nice dashboard. Carpets look original. Logo on the seats. I like that he shows that the car has been currently registered as well. I think that's pretty cool. Tires look original. Hopefully, they're not the original tires, because you'd have to change them by now. But the rims all look nice. They don't look like they have any scratches or road rash and things like that. I don't see any overspray anywhere, so I'm thinking that this car is probably the original paint as well. Um, so a nice car, nice presentation, a good ad. Uh, the seller appears to be honest. In looking at the when we look at the Chevy Pace car, it was recognized here in, I'm looking at different types of websites and all that of people that collect these things. 1996, 5 in particular was a good year. And 96 was a good year as well. The Corvette was really kind of going into its pace by then. So the C4 was exiting, in another model year, and the new C5 was coming out. And I know that for the money, $17,000 is a lot, because if you can buy cars for, $6,000 or $9,000 in really nice condition, why would you spend an $8,000 premium on this car? Well, there's a few reasons. One is that it is a special edition model. It has very low miles, and I like the seller. Sometimes I'll pay more for a car because the seller is honest, and he has documentation, and there's no games being played. So this seller might be one type of that type of seller. So I think if you went down there with cash in hand, it's possible maybe you can get this car for $14,000, which I think would be well bought if you like the overall paint schemes and, the decals. And of course, if you like convertibles, at one time, convertibles in the marketplace drove a higher premium. And I'm seeing lately, even in the collector cars, that, the convertibles are just kind of evening out with the hard tops and things like that. So, I like the convertible. I think this car looks nice on the highways and all that with the top down. I think it's a stunning looking car. So, yeah. Would I buy this car? Sure, I probably, but I would negotiate something, a little bit better than 17,000. But I'm local to this car, so I would take a ride and go look at it. Wouldn't be a problem. So that's it, folks. Thanks very much. Another car in the books for Daily Classics on our Facebook page. We'll post it. This will be our first post for Robb's Car World. We're going to be talking about news and products and opinions next time. Probably want to focus on the future of EVs and have a conversation with that as well. I might bring guests on this channel as well to talk about the industry. So look forward to some new exciting things from Robb's Car World. And thank you for joining us today. And please share with friends that love cars. And we'll see you here. Thanks very much.